Hi YouTube, it's Linda with Sweet Soul Soaps, back with another soap making video. I went ahead, I never did fall soaps before, but I decided to go ahead and implement those, available at some pop-up shops. Right here I've pre-measured, same mixture with the peppermint oil soap that you'll see in another video. I have pre-measured coconut oil, olive oil, castor oil, canola oil, shea butter, and 3 ounces of this scent by Brambleberry called Maple Pecan. I'm actually not sure what I'll name this soap, but it smells like, to me, like pancake syrup, hence the word maple. So this is a nice fall scent. I'll be adding star anise on the top for my soap embeds. This is really old, but if you can see, Nurture Soap Brown Oxide for the base of the soap, so it'll be a beautiful brown and white, reflective of fall. And this is my light water. I no longer use a thermometer, so this has been sitting for about an hour and 10 minutes. I do a timed method. Pre-measured and melted my oils down, and my light water is ready. Let's make soap. The exact recipe I will put in the description box. It is a 6-pound recipe. I'm using these wonderful silicone easy release molds by Tradetastic I got from Amazon. And for the white in the soap, I'll be using a regular titanium dioxide and brown oxide for the base of the soap. Gonna go ahead and blend, and each loaf yields about between 6 and 8 bars. So we should have a pretty good amount. Gonna go ahead and bring it to a light trace. All of our oils and butters and lye water. Make sure you, like I said, you have a clean workspace for the lye water. I went ahead and used my vent to, my little kitchen vent to get rid of some of those fumes. I left the area. Obviously, you wouldn't have it near any children or pets. Open a few windows, things like that. Clean as you go. We're going to do a few of these bars and see how well they do. And ultimately, the goal is to land them on the site. Fall is a wonderful time. People think of hot chocolate and pumpkin spice, and in this case, maple pecan. Like I said, I haven't figured out a name for this soap yet, but I'm sure I will work on that this week. We still have time to cure, so this will actually be ready November, early November. So that's good. 4 to 6 weeks curing time, minimal of 4 weeks for my soaps. Obviously, you will have a harder bar. You will have a harder bar the longer you cure. Alright. That's a nice light trace, as you can see. Went ahead and burp our, we don't want any air bubbles in our. I've used one of my standard bars to go ahead and measure these lines here to where I want to add my embeds. I'll show you briefly how that's done in a minute. Wonderful, beautiful batter for our white titanium dioxide. How are you guys doing? Are you guys ready for the holidays? I know we're in the midst of a pandemic, so we have to make do with what we can. You guys, I hope you guys are staying healthy out there, and have your families, just keep your families close, and try not to, I know it's easy for me to say because I didn't, you know, I'm still working my day job, but try to focus on the things that you have and not the things that you do not have. You know, one day at a time. Go ahead and write down those positive affirmations and try to remain positive during this difficult time. Treat yourself to a lovely bar of soap on my site, www.sweetsoulsoaps.com. Wonderful options there for you. If you've never used a handmade bar of soap, it's a wonderful treat. A lot of the commercial bars, it's all about quantity over quality. And I'm not downing, you know, commercial soaps, but I had to really educate myself on what was inside of my products that could potentially be harmful. Over time, of course, not right away. These fragrance oils by Brambleberry are actually phthalate-free, paraben-free. Some people have a preference to use essential oils. I do, you know, use those in my soaps as well. And I also have unscented options for you sensitive souls. We've added our brown oxide to the batter. See, that's thickening up quite well. We're going to go light to dark so we don't ruin the colors, okay? So we're going to go ahead and blend our white first and go over to the brown. Uh-oh, that's what I didn't want to do. There we go. Okay, let's blend our white up really quickly and get those air bubbles out. I've been soaping since 2016. Started soaping out of boredom, believe it or not. Needed something to do. And kind of just fell into it on accident. My first soaps were melt and pour. We went to a local craft store, my cousin and I, and we picked up some things for our kids just to pass the time away. And then ultimately later on I started educating myself on cold processed soap, hot processed soaps. I've taken several soap making classes locally in Los Angeles and San Diego. A chemist taught me. And so I've been doing this for quite some time. I've actually just launched though my site this year in May. I'm really excited to expand my line. I've recently been accepted into a wonderful beauty supply in Carson. You can follow me at Sweet Soul Soaps to get more information on that on Instagram. Or if you have Facebook, Sweet Soul Soaps. It's not a tutorial per se, but this is the way that I do my fall soap. When I first started soaping, I used to be like, oh my gosh, they've already pre-measured everything. Like, how do I do this? But maybe we will do a start to finish video. For people that are already a little bit experienced, it can be a bit daunting watching that. So I apologize if you are a beginner. But I think you can take away something from this video. I don't have any affiliates yet. I'm not affiliated with anything. So the products that I'm shouting out, I personally use. I'm not getting paid or anything to refer you guys. Not yet anyway. But I do enjoy the quality of the product, and so that's why I'm telling you guys. So we've got our titanium dioxide blended, our brown oxide to a light trace, and we're going to go ahead and add that It looks so beautiful, like chocolate, but don't eat it, right? Because then you'll get very sick. That was a cheesy joke, but no, really. It's a beautiful, rich color, this brown oxide. We're gonna just pour a little, and then see how it's a light trace. It's starting to thicken up. Well, it's a medium trace. We want the white, we want it to blend and swirl a little bit easy, and so that's why we did it that way. Like I said, I don't own a thermometer anymore, but you are supposed to soap, I believe, at 120 degrees. I've always found that a cooler lye, overnight even, if you have the time and space to do that and you have a safe area, nobody's going to mess with it, I found that it behaves a little better. That's just my personal. You have to find what works for you, though, obviously. Okay. Got that beautiful white. We're going to swirl that in, don't worry. I love these wonderful spout containers. I got these on Amazon. They're just easier to pour. There's other things you can use. Like I said, do what works for you. The rest of our brown oxide batter on top. This fragrance oil, it smells, like I said, like to me, like pancake syrup. Has notes of vanilla and musk. It's a wonderful scent. I think it can be unisex, me personally, but you know, everybody likes what they like, and so go ahead and tap tap. I didn't see any air bubbles, but you never know. Not harmful to the soap, just aesthetically unpleasing. You want holes in your soap, right? We're gonna do a little textured top, and then we're gonna add our star anise. Am I pronouncing that right? Never used it before today. It's a spice. I'm not really sure what people use it for, but it's beautiful nevertheless. Uh-oh. That's why you have your protection on your stove, so you don't, when you make a mess, you just throw the towel in the wash. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a tall top. And that's fine. You know, I usually pour the remnants into a smaller circular mold, but that's fine. All right. So tap here. Gonna spread. It's a little soft. It's a little I wanted to bring everything over to the right, actually. Let's do that. Oh, you know what? I forgot to swirl. That's fine. Not too late. I'm glad I caught that. I'd have been mad when I cut that, huh? Isn't that pretty? It looks like coffee and cream. Yep. And I do have a coffee soap, but I don't. A lot of my male clients like it. I don't make it all the time, though. Brambleberry has a wonderful espresso fragrance oil. Smells just like coffee. There we go. There we go. That's wonderful. I'm glad I caught that. I'm a little anal when it comes to stuff like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and clean that up a little. And I forgot to show you guys how to make those marks, but basically I've just inserted a regular bar of soap inside of my mold and put a mark where it ended, so I know exactly where to mark for the embed. Whatever embed you guys want to use, it's up to you. I don't really use embeds in other soaps. I mainly stick to botanicals like calendula. Put some corn flour on the top of my salt soap. It's a beautiful brown flower. Find what botanicals you guys like. Dried roses. Whatever it is you want to, or you can just be plain. You don't have to add any flowers or embeds to your, or you can add soap embeds. That's always a treat. We're almost done here. Beautiful, beautiful colors. And I'm gonna add my star anise on top, and I actually wanted to put it at the end of the soap, but let's see what we'll do. We'll play with it a little bit. Let me get my rubbing alcohol for this pesky soda ash. The dreaded soda ash. Some people steam it off. Like I mentioned last video, some people wash it off. Just a few spritzes. And I think actually it would work a little better. And clean as you go, guys. I think it would work a little better on the side where I've marked it. It'd be nice if those spots were visible. Oh, we're learning together, aren't we? Here goes the next one. And so that's what you're gonna do, guys. Just put it down in there, and that way when you actually it goes in the middle. When you slice, you get a little piece of that in each bar. Let's see. This is my first time marking it, so I do hope it comes out right. It looks about right. Right there. And I got the star anise at a discount store nearby. I'm sure you can find it on Amazon or whatever little spice shop. Like I said, you can add whatever you like on top, because you know, do what works for you. Now obviously these won't go down the drain when you're taking a bath. And I think I'm running a little low, and some of these pieces are broken. So I think I'm going to, let's see, I may have enough. Isn't that beautiful though? I can't wait to show you guys the cut. Alright, almost done. That's fine, that can stay there. Okay, you guys, this is my version of my fall soap. I haven't done a fall soap before, but like I said, fall scents are good now. We are early October. The peppermints, the pumpkin spice, the maple, anything you can think of when you think of fall. They have a scent called the cranberry fig, things like that. Alright, you guys, head to my site, www.sweetsoulsoaps.com. It's always a pleasure. Thank you for watching.